Today's a big day for the West Palm Beach Fishing Club. Through the club's charitable foundation, the Palm Beach County Fishing Foundation, we are launching our second batch of reef darts. Now, reef darts are a really innovative type of artificial reef structure that utilizes surplus power poles and other surplus materials to make high vertical profile artificial reef modules on the bottom of the ocean floor. These power poles are used and modified in a way that allows them that when they're pushed off the side of the barge, they end up in a vertical orientation, creating a forest of vertical power poles, if you will, underneath the water. Plus, the other conservation benefit to this is that these surplus materials like power poles and old culverts are finding a new life. They're not being added to our local landfills, and they're not costing utility companies or municipalities extra money to grind them up or dispose of them. So we're really on to something pretty cool here, and this is our second go at it. The first go we had a lot of success. We've tweaked the design this year, and we're really looking forward to getting these things in the water. Now, each reef dart weighs 8.5 tons, and most of that mass is here at the base, where the base actually provides the stability of the pole as it's oriented vertically in the water column. Reef darts can be used in a variety of ways. They can be used as breadcrumbs dropped in between two existing artificial reefs so that when divers do drift dives or fishermen are drifting along the edge, they have more reef complexity that they're fishing or diving on along their entire drift. Reef darts can actually enhance existing artificial reefs by adding complexity on the outskirts, the perimeter of an existing artificial reef. Of course, we've designed reef darts to be sunk in a variety of depths, including 400, 500 feet of water where we haven't yet created any artificial reefs off Palm Beach County. One of the main intents of reef darts was to create deep water benthic habitat, high vertical profile habitat in really deep water that provides places for fish like Warsaw grouper, snowy grouper, and red snapper. These are overfished species of fish that need a lot of help. And so by adding additional marine habitat at those depths, we're providing almost a marine refuge for these species, helping them recover. Jim, you've been involved with this concept since we've kind of come up with it. What do you think the environmental benefits will be from a reef dart initiative?
Good gracious, Tom. This is amazing. What you get with this type of structure, with height, you get an aggregation of all types of bait fish. Those fish will attract other fish. We hope it will get the grouper concept going really good, the Warsaws, the snowies, and the amberjack and that type of thing, and hope to get a spawning area. There's nothing really in this whole location except the muddy bottom when we go to deep water. This is really a trial area right here. The beauty of this is it'll also grow all types of fouling organisms on it. That's really going to be amazing. This trial run is a great experiment, and my hat's off to you for all the effort that you've done in creating this and coming up with the concept and doing something out of the box.
So here's a prototype reef dart module that's scaled to size. It's about 1/10 scale, and you can see that the base of the dart has holes to allow the current to pass through the base as the module sinks through the water column. We're trying to overcome a whole lot of very challenging variables with this project, not the least of which is a 3.5, 4 knot current that we're experiencing today. But also, when the reef dart makes impact with the bottom, the impact loading is significant, and we're trying to prevent the pole from snapping at impact by having a very substantial collar. Hopefully all these parts come together so that the reef dart lays in this orientation on the bottom. The key to getting reef darts to be successful is to get the pole so that it ends up in a vertical orientation on the bottom. And therein lies the biggest challenge to reef darts, is modifying the base of the pole so that when the dart makes impact with the bottom, that it lands upright. Hopefully we've got enough mass on the bottom of the dart to get that pole sticking straight up. It's still all highly experimental. The high relief that reef darts create attracts all kinds of fish, not just benthic species like snapper and grouper, but also fish higher up in the water column like tunas, sailfish, and dolphin. This is the 4th year that we've been putting reef darts out off of Palm Beach County. This particular batch is going to be added to our other reef darts out in 500 feet of water due east of Palm Beach Inlet. It is actually Florida's deepest artificial reef that's been permitted by the state of Florida, and it's already attracting a lot of attention. The Reef Dart Initiative is a wonderful private-public partnership. The West Palm Beach Fishing Club builds these units and donates them to Palm Beach County. The county, in turn, pays for all of the permitting and deployment costs.
We've done it 4 years now. This will be the 4th, yeah. And I've been with it right from the beginning. It's been an exciting project. It's quite unique, it's exciting, it's state-of-the-art, I guess you would call it.
The community is really involved in this. We have private donors that donate not only dollars for the program, but also the materials, the surplus poles and culvert. It's a win-win for the whole community. The fishing public benefits from reef darts because we're creating new fishing locations, not only for bottom fish species, but also pelagic species. And the marine environment is the real winner here. These reef darts going out in 500 feet are basically creating a de facto protected area. It's difficult to fish at that depth, and there's not a lot of structure at that depth as well. So it's really important to help increase the habitat for some of these overfished species of snappers and groupers. Again, a win-win for everybody involved, including the fish.
I look at this as a spawning reef, meaning you've got all the structure down there, but it's really too deep to successfully fish it, and it's too deep to easily dive on it. So hopefully the fish that aggregate and spawn here are not going to be, harvested quite as easily. And you're going to see more of them, and I can't tell you how excited I am to finally be getting in what I consider to be a spawning reef.
The base of the culvert is made out of rebar and an 8-foot by 8-foot concrete pad, where the surplus culvert is inserted and becomes the collar, if you will, for the utility pole that is later inserted in a second process during the construction phase. This load of reef darts this year is approximately 400 tons of material, the reef darts and the excess culverts that we've collected. We're really excited to get this material on the bottom and see what happens. A new twist to the Reef Dart program this year is we've really upped our game on monitoring. Because reef darts are still somewhat experimental and sticking a pole straight up on the bottom has really never been done before, we want to make sure we know what's happening. And so we've added acoustic receivers to our reef dart sites. The Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission's Marine Lab in Tequesta, Florida is partnering with us on this effort. Over time, these acoustic receivers are going to reveal what kind of fish and other marine animals are utilizing reef dart sites. Fisheries biologist Jim Whittington can tell us a whole lot more about this unique monitoring effort using acoustic receivers and transmitter tags.
But this is the receiver and what it looks like. And that receiver in 500 foot has a buoy around it that we'll be able to automatically release it. And when it comes to the top, then we'll be able to get the data from that. Now, the other part of this acoustic system is the tag. And these tags go in fish, whatever you want to monitor. There's the sharks that are monitored. We're monitoring cobia right now. They do snappers, they do groupers. This gets surgically implanted. This particular tag is a 4-year tag, so it'll last for 4 years. There's probably anywhere from 40 to 50 organizations, at least along this coast, that are doing similar things. This network is large, so we're able to cover from, say, Texas all the way up to Maine right now. This is an area that we haven't been able to monitor in the past, so now we're starting to spread our acoustic array further offshore.
Looking forward, we hope to expand our community partners. The Reef Dart Initiative takes a very big collaborative effort. It's not just one entity that makes this happen. So if you're interested in getting involved, contact the West Palm Beach Fishing Club. We are eager to share what we've learned the last 4 years, and we think there's a lot of potential up and down the entire eastern seaboard to do the same thing that we're doing, creating additional marine habitat in some of the places that need it most. Thank you to our program partners who are helping us create critically needed new habitat for fish and corals while advancing marine science along the way.
You and your crew have done another fantastic job, Scott. We're grateful to have McCulley Marine involved and you at the helm, buddy.
We enjoy doing it too, Tom. You know, this is what we do, you know, a good part of the year. We really do enjoy it and try to do our best to do a good job for everybody. We've been doing it a long time, so we've got a lot of little secrets and little stuff up our sleeve. Makes it easier for ourselves.
Well, it shows. Pat on the back to the crew there, so have a safe trip home, all right, Scott? Thanks again. Send me those numbers when you get a chance.
I sure will, Tom.
People don't realize how much effort it takes to get here. To get here to the final deployment of the last Reef Dart. It's been quite a journey this year, so great to have them on the bottom. Woohoo!